Hey guys, welcome to video 6 of our series Hidden in Plain Sight, where we're breaking down what reality is and how things are controlled from the top to the bottom. So we've already looked at the network of value in the last video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the bell so you don't miss these. Make sure to like this video if you love this content. I've been trying to come up with a great way to give you guys this because it's just so much information. I thought this is probably the best way to at least overview everything. So let's talk about the information network. We talked about the network of value and how the money is transferred. And we talked about how it goes from the boat children family down to the Bank of International Settlements, down to the central banks, and that's when it splits into these two networks. So when it comes to the information network, okay, you have 3 C's. We're gonna call them the 3 C's. All right, you have create, control, convince. So you have the organizations, the people with the idea, you got the ones that create them, okay? Like ESG, okay? Who do you think came up with ESG? I don't know exactly who it was, but I can tell you it came from somewhere up at the top of this power structure, came up with it out of nowhere. They create this stuff. So when it comes to creation, there are 2 different kind of organizations. There are 2 different organizations that control a lot, okay? And the first one is the World Economic Forum, okay? So you guys see the World Economic Forum. You've probably heard of this. Klaus Schwab, he actually is resigning. He's announced it, or he's going to step down in January. The World Economic Forum, I actually joined the World Economic Forum. It's like $100 a month. Get all kinds of information in there. I'm a spy, guys. No treason. I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, you have the World Economic Forum, and a lot of people know about them. They control a lot of things, but we're going to take a deeper look at it later down the road. And then you have the CFR. You have the Council of Foreign Relations. Now, this was started by that other feller. If you guys don't know that other feller family, they started this as a direct mouthpiece coming from the Boat Children family. And this, when we get to this video, man, so much crazy stuff going on there, okay? Then you have control. You have the organizations that are put out there to enforce the policy and ideas that have been created by the WEF and the CFR. And those are organizations such as the UN, the United Nations, right? Sanction, UN sanctions, come on guys, come on, we'll get with the program here, okay? You also have the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. And even though we don't have it on here, I would say definitely IMF/BRICS, because BRICS is kind of the competitor emerging for the IMF, so that definitely should be on here. Then you have World Bank, you have the WHO, World Health Organization, and then you have the Trilateral Commission, you have the Bilderberg Group. These are the bodies that control that flow of information that exists here, okay? They create it, they control the flow of information, they control what's allowed, what's not allowed, you know, what's a good ESG score, what's a bad one, what's hate speech, what's not hate speech, what's a good pronoun, what, you know, whatever. How many letters for LGBTQ need to be there and things like that. That all comes from them. They disperse the information, and then you have the convincing. Now, who is the convincing done? It's done by the mainstream media and facilitators. Now, we've already talked about a lot of these facilitators, who they are and stuff like that. There's just some examples of some that I've given in some other videos. So we're not going to take another deeper look at this, but we are going to look at the mainstream media. We're going to look at the direct mouthpieces of MSM that involves the Boat Children family. You look at Reuters, The Economist, all of these are directly from them. And then there's also another thing here that's popped up kind of recently, and I'm just going to put social, but I'm actually going to put social/algos, because a lot of these algorithms that are being created on social media to, once again, control the flow of information, this is used to convince you as well, because if you're not seeing your friends that agree with you, then you tend to think that people disagree with you. And so, you might change your opinion there. So this is the information network. This is how it gets dispersed. This is how it goes to your local news. Your local news even is doing this. Now, does it mean you're the local Sally Harper on your local news station? Does that mean that she is involved in this plot? Yes, but she doesn't know it. The same way that we push propaganda every day for the government without us even realizing it. I tell you what, I am just all ears open, all eyes open all the time now. I just see propaganda everywhere. I see it everywhere. Guys, even the propaganda with our military. I love the people in our military. I actually, it's a long story, but I was in the Air Force at one point. And long story, but I did want to serve my country because I love America. But guys, even this idea of patriotism, this love of your country, it comes from the top. They want us to be that way. They want us to love America. So we'll go fight for things. So they can make money and launder money through our military. Why do you think military spending is so high? They want to create fear for you. And I think that what you have to realize is people don't realize that this is what's going on. You don't realize that when you talk about a story on CNN or Fox News, that you're actually spreading the propaganda even by talking about it. And it really is hard when you start understanding this to figure out what is real and what is propaganda, because a lot of times they look and feel very similar because we're so brainwashed into it. So there you go, guys. That is your information network. This was kind of set up by the Boat Treasure family in the 1800s. We talked about it in that video. We talked about the families, but there we go. That's everything right there. Be blessed. Bye-bye out.